Little Sunday Tonka talk here on a live video. Down here hanging out in the office slash Tonka room, as you see. um, and I got a new toy in the other day. It is the 19 1965 slash 66 mini Tonka semi. Pretty awesome. It's got this blue, lighter blue color. It's pretty good shape. Looks to be all original. I think one of the headlights may be a replacement, but other than that, it's all in really good shape. One thing I'm unsure of is if it had a plastic fifth wheel plate. I'm not sure if they had them back then, but looks like by the patina of it, it looks like it may have been. Let's see. Let me flip this around. By the patina of it, it looks to me like it never had one. It's got a lot of scratches and all that stuff. So I don't think it did have the fifth wheel plate. A lot of wear around the hole there. So, but other than that, it's in really good shape. Everything's all original. It's kind of this funky phone booth cab type design. Really good. I got it. I just got it, I don't know, this week, I think. And I made a bunch of other videos and posts on my Facebook page, but I didn't have this one included in there. This one, they pop up, but they're always missing the doors. The color of white on the doors is a little bit different than the color white on the trailer, but they do look original to me just because they've got, I don't know, they've got some similar patina, so the color may be just off. I don't know, but the doors are something that's always missing. So I found this and actually got this from Gasoline Alley Toys and Antiques from their Wednesday night auction, and I won it. Got 45 bucks plus shipping with some other stuff. Pretty cool. So I was happy to have it. It's got good decals on both sides. It's got the running gear intact. Another thing that's always missing. And in 1966, they didn't make the semi with the running gear, so this is a 65 thing. But in the catalog, the 65 trucks had a different decal on them. They just, instead of mini Tonka like this, that shows them with just the word Tonka down here. So, but it does have the running gear, so 65, 66, one of the two, maybe a crossover. The 66 shows this decal on there, but like I said, the 66 didn't have the running gear, so I have not seen another one other than this one. So I don't know if the holes were still there on the 66 non-running gear version, or if they didn't even have the slots pressed stamped out in them. So I'm going to call it a 65-66. Hey, what's up, Alan? Thanks for hanging out. How's things up there in Canada? It's pretty cold here today in central New York where I am. Last night it was -8 degrees Fahrenheit, so pretty chilly night. So I just wanted to come on here and just do a little live video, see if anybody was on, and see if anybody had any questions or whatever. I was just bored. I was just gonna come on and I wanted to just do a little polishing on the semi. As you can see, the tops, it's definitely got some play wear, which is fine, but it also has some stuff that I know will polish out. Let me just get a better -29. Wow. Yeah, we got a bunch of snow this week and some freezing rain and all that good stuff. So we haven't had a good winter in the last probably 3 years or so. This is the first year we really had any kind of winter, so it's been a while. We're getting back in the swing of things here in New York with our winter, but I'm glad it's February, so winter is creeping closer and closer to an end. But as we all know, winter sometimes hangs on until May here in New York, so we're cautiously optimistic for springtime. But yeah, so check that out. A lot of this stuff will probably polish off. We'll do a little before and after. So check out all this stuff. This is the top of the trailer. 1965 police Surrey. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, the police ones are really hard to find. That's pretty cool. I never really, never was really into. Well, I was into them, but I just never really got any because they're always so expensive. But I've been doing pretty good as far as 60s stuff. This is my 60. What is this? 68, 69 Army Jeep. Pretty awesome. That's awesome. Good for you. Yeah, this is my 68, 69 with the still got a Mound Min decal on there on the bottom. It's awesome. Really good shape. It is missing the spare tire in the back. I showed this on my Army video not too long ago, but it has the original top. It's got the rods in there. Pretty cool. Those are always missing. That's in really good shape. And here is my 63, 64 Surrey Jeep. Oh, cool. Yep. Yeah, I've got that one, and I've got I got this one too. The first year Jeeps with the green interior. This one, the first year, I think it was a 63, I believe, was the first year for them. They had the word Tonka wasn't on here in the first year, so this is the first year with the rubber tires. Beautiful shape. Got it for a good price. So I'm really working on my 60s collection here. If I could bring up the comments again. I forgot how to do it. Where am I? Oh dear. I always forget. There we go. Just had a swipe. Just looking at comments. Okay, making sure I didn't miss any. Yeah, the Army Jeeps are cool. All the Jeeps are awesome. Like I said, I was never able to find one that was in good shape, complete, and for a good price. So, and I just was able to knock out these three all together. They checked all the boxes, complete, good price. So those Surrey Jeeps, especially the pink ones are usually over $100. This one, mine, I found for under 100 with shipping. So the police Jeeps are obviously a lot more rare. So if you found one on the pink one, I think with shipping and everything, it was like just under 100, like 90, 97, something like that. So it's in really good shape. It's got a beautiful original oval, missing the little hook for the spare tire and the spare tire, of course. But other than that, it's in really good shape. The frilly stuff is a little frizzy. It's missing. It's got a little bit of damage to the stripes on the seats, but they're mostly intact. The back seat stripes are really good, and it does have a little tiny piece broken right there. And I think, where else? Oh yeah, just a little tiny piece right in the corner there. But other than that, it's really good shape. Beautiful, nice shine to it. I just wiped this one off clean. I didn't, wow, yeah. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, like I said, the police Jeeps are just super rare. I don't know if I've even ever seen one come up for sale, honestly. So that was a nice find. And like I always say, like I'm a bargain hunter, but some things you just gotta, if you see them, sometimes you just gotta pull the trigger because, hey, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. If you see the rare ones, sometimes you gotta pay up a little bit, because they just don't come up, and hate to miss an opportunity. Some things likely aren't, but you never know. Some things may be a once in a lifetime. So if you see something awesome and you got the money, hey, why not? But I'm gonna give the top of this a little polish here. This is what I use, Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. It is abrasive, so it will take off a little bit of the paint. Let's see, the 65 had the white frame and the 66 had the right. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. Hey, what's up, Marco? Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's okay. I mean, like I said, it's nice to be a bargain hunter, and you should always keep price in mind. But some things are just too rare, and you just never know. Maybe you just won't see it again. So sometimes there's an exception to every rule. So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna put some polish. I just use these little microfiber pads. As you can see, it's got all different colors on here because, like I said, the polish is abrasive, so it will take off some color. But I've some of them I've tried. Like some of my ones that aren't really my collection pieces. I got some polish and I got this thing, and I actually tried to polish the paint off down to the bare metal in the same spot, just over and over and over and over and over, and I was unsuccessful. So, I mean, sometimes, especially on the older ones, you want to be careful. The paint sometimes it is thin, so just be careful. Use your head. Don't start getting crazy. Just take it little by little, but you don't want to damage stuff, and definitely stay away from the decals. Decals, even if even on the heavy. Here's a good example right here on the Chevron truck that I just made the video of. This decal on the Chevron truck, that's like a thick vinyl adhesive decal, and if you polished on this thing, you will definitely take that color right off of there. So even on these decals like this, just don't polish them. Don't take the chance, especially on the paper ones. If you get them wet, even with the polish, like if you were to get that wet with the polish, it will want to start peeling off. So you'll ruin it. So if you do polish and wax, stay away from the decals best as you can, and be careful with your cloths and your pads and whatever you're using. Sometimes the little hairs of the pads and cloths will catch an edge of the decal, and sometimes you'll peel it a little bit. Ask me how I know. Every once in a while, it'll get a little snag. So it's best to, if you are going to do it, just be very, very careful. Use an edge, and I always kind of wipe away from it and not towards it, so you don't catch an edge. So just a little tip if you care, if you're into polishing or whatever. So, but I'm going to work on this. Yeah, those are cool. I would love to find the police Jeep at some point. Come on, get out of there. There we go. We got a little bit out. There we go. So you don't need a ton. Just put a little dab on there, and just be careful as you're holding on to it, even with your hands, whatever. You don't want to damage the decals. So, and then they say to just do circular motions. Just do little sections at a time. You don't want to let the polish dry on there like a wax, because it'll be a lot harder to get off. So just gonna polish this up, try to get some of this stuck on dirt and whatever. Sometimes you don't really want to work just back and forth like that, but sometimes, like on the raised edges and stuff, sometimes you got to get in there good. But you really want to, if you can, just go in a circular motion. Let's do little sections at a time, like I said. And I'm kind of doing a little excessive here, but that's my middle name, Excessive. So, and then I just use a microfiber cloth as well. So just wipe it off, and I'll show you the difference between polished and unpolished. It takes off a little bit of the outside kind of sun-beaten, weathered paint, and it really makes the original color pop. It really does a fantastic job. It gets a little tedious for sure, that's no doubt, but it's really worth it. Give them a nice polish. And you could see, let me flip the camera around and check this out in the light. You can see the line right there between polished and unpolished. So you can see the color difference kind of from this angle. Right there is like the line that's polished and unpolished. Check that out. Look at the shine that it gives it. Brings it right back. Takes a lot of the stuff off. As you can see, there's scratches and chips. Obviously, that's not going to do anything for you. But superficial stuff, and like, check this out. Like, see that stuff right there? I bet you that will probably come off. Looks like some adhesive decal or something like that. Or residue, not decal. But yeah, I'll polish the other part of this next, and we'll see. I bet you that's going to come off. Let me see here. Get to the comments, and let's see. MLW261. Hey, so I got a bunch of the lights and sound fire trucks. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Lights and sound fire trucks. Seeing them all over, thinking they are not rare. That said, I want to put RC. How hard would that be? Actually, there's some people on my channel here that have done some RC stuff. Hopefully they'll chime in or comment later on. There's lots of people that do conversions. I've never actually tried to do it before, but I guess if you can get the outer shell off and put it on an RC frame, sounds like a fun project. Like I said, I've never done it before, so I can't really give you any advice or let you know how tough it may be, unfortunately. But that would be cool, though. Like to see some RC conversions. Alan, let's see. I was going to say to get the old glue off so you can apply new decals without ruining the paint. Use silicone polish remover. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to try that too. Yeah, I'll have to give that a whirl. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, so let me, yeah, I've got no brand allegiance to this polish. Like I said, the one that I'm using, this McGuire's, I just happened to go to Walmart one day and looking for a polish, and that was the first one I grabbed. So I just was like, whatever, I'll give it a try. And it seemed to work okay, and so I just kind of stuck with it. It would be nice to have something a little bit more aggressive than this, maybe a little more abrasive in it, because I've got my 72 down there on the floor, my 72 Mighty bottom dump. That one got really sun faded, and I polished that one. That one's gonna need a little bit more love than just the pad. I was gonna try maybe a drill or something with a polishing ball, see if that does it. I'm always hesitant to use any type of mechanical stuff because that very well may burn through the paint. So at least I can control and see how it's going, doing it by hand. So, but I would like to get some polish that's a little bit more abrasive than this, maybe, to really kind of take some stuff off. But like I said, you don't want to get too crazy and actually burn the through the paint down into the metal. So this pad I think is kind of spent. It's getting a lot of color residue from other polishing jobs. And like I said, you just want to do little sections at a time. I'm kind of getting a little bit crazy here, but I'm just doing this whole half. As long as you keep going and wipe it off right away before it actually dries on there, be okay. Yeah, seems to be coming out pretty good. Yeah, got all that stuff off pretty good. Show you, I can get it wiped off, and I'll show you what it looks like. The door popped open, and then you get some wax and put it on there, and wow, it looks fantastic. I should have taken some pictures, some before and after, so you could see, but with a side-by-side comparison. But came out really nice. Got the extra, all the little schmutz off there, you know, from, I mean, it's from 1965, so whatever, 60, what is that, 60 years? I mean, 60 years of wear and tear and weather and every other thing. I mean, look at this. This came out fantastic. Flipping around. Check that out. Got that residue right off there, and look at the shine it put back onto it. Look at that. Fantastic. You can see the reflection of the lights in the back. Came out really nice. So it doesn't take much. And it makes a big difference. So, and they deserve a little love. They made it all this time. So they deserve a little love. So, and look at the, let me flip it around. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at the difference between the white on the polished and not polished. And check out the doors. I think once I polish this frame, I bet you it will match these doors a little bit better. So look at that difference. Really awesome. Let's see. Back to the comments. Cut polish first, then a finer polish, but little by little. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have to get a little bit more aggressive polish for that. Yeah, that one right there, the 72 bottom dump, that is really got super sun faded. And I polished a little bit with this McGuire's stuff, and it did bring some of the color back, but it just needs a little bit more something with a little bit more oomph in it. So, but yeah, you definitely got to be careful for sure, like you said. Did you ever hear of back to black for black parts and wipe it? Yeah, I know. I did hear of that before. I'd like to get something. I've been using these. I got a container of these Armor All cleaning wipes, but they don't leave a residue or nothing, and they just clean and they don't give that shine afterwards, really. So I do have to get something. Maybe I'll try those. I think somebody mentioned that to me before, the back to black stuff. Yeah, something that doesn't leave too much of like an oily residue or anything like that, but still gives it a nice shine. So, but yeah, here's my that's my 65, 66 mini Tonka semi. Pretty awesome. It does, like I said, it's got the let me see, put the tripod back up here. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, it does have the running gear. In the catalog, it shows the 65. This was introduced in 65, this set. The light blue cab. And the trailer like this. But yeah, it's in really good shape. Yeah, thanks, Alan. I'm pretty happy with it. I gave $45 plus shipping. I would have liked to have been a little bit cheaper maybe, but it was really good. And like I said, it had the running gear and it had the doors. Lots of times the doors are missing, so, and everything is original. So I was like, I jumped on it. Like I said, the only thing that maybe reproduction is that one headlight there. See, it's a little bit lighter color. I think that may be a reproduction. I'm not sure. Could be. So other than that, the headlights match the same patina and color and everything. So, and it does have the blue tinted kind of cab glass, if you will. It's plastic, but not glass. But all the Mighty cabs, they had that as well in the 60s. Like the cab glass was right up until, well, actually, I think into the early 70s. I'm looking at my Mighties up on the shelf there. I believe that 72, 73 has tinted glass on it as well. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, so this is 65. It said pay through for my post. Oh, I know. I bet. Yeah. On it. Yeah, right. I know. That really stinks. Like you find something that is in great shape for a great price, but then you take a beating on the shipping. So that kind of stinks. But like you said, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just gotta, if there's something you want and if it's a at least, I mean, sometimes like on eBay and stuff, I know that if you really pay attention to the shipping and stuff, sometimes people want to charge you an outrageous amount for shipping. And I know that if you're, especially in Canada, the shipping costs a lot, and it's unfortunate because you guys find stuff for great price, like I said, but then with the shipping, it just kind of puts you over the mark, and that's got to be a bummer. So I know a few different people in Canada, and sometimes I've heard of some people in Canada having a PO box just over the border in the U.S., and they have things shipped to the PO box, and they just take a trip over and pick up their packages from the PO box, and they save on the shipping. But if you're close enough to the border, I guess that was that was one thing that people had mentioned before. Like, oh yeah, we got a PO box, and we just take a trip. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Hey, if you're right there, good idea. So, but I know a lot of times the PO boxes they may give you a hard time with packages, but since they don't fit in a little one. But let's see. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's mint. Sometimes they're worth paying the shop for, because hopefully these things will. Yeah, that really stinks. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Marco. Yeah, I know a few different other people up there, and that's always the complaint, and that really stinks. So I've yet to get anything from outside the U.S. Well, at least you got an awesome truck. You know, you can go without some steak for a little while for an awesome toy. Steak gives you pleasure just once, but that Tonka Jeep that you got, that's gonna give you a smile every time you look at it. So I think it was a good trade-off. Funny. I've actually got I'm actually going to an auction tomorrow night, not far from me. It's about a 40-minute drive, toy auction. So I'm excited to go to there. It was supposed to be on Friday night, but we had some nasty weather here, freezing rain and stuff, and they ended up postponing it. So I'm excited to go to that tomorrow night. They got some pretty awesome 50s toys there, some pretty rare stuff. There's about a handful of them mixed in with a room full of Ertl farm toys. So I'm hoping that I will be get lucky on some awesome stuff. So I can't wait to go to that. So, and check this out too. I got this the other day. This is a box for the green 2000 Mighty Dump. I bought the toy just for the box. The toy I have, let's see. Here's the dump truck, the Euclid Green year 2000 Mighty Dump, and I bought another Euclid Green Mighty Dump with some, the decals are slightly faded, but other than that, it's really beautiful. It's really a shame because this truck is in beautiful shape, my green one, but the decals do have a little bit of minor wear and tear on there. Nothing super crazy, but it's in really nice shape. And this one I waxed and polished, and it really, brought the color back wicked on it. So really good shape. This is my Euclid Green Mighty Dump, and now I have an original box for it. So I was super pumped about that. Check that out. So I was actually selling the other green one that came with it. I just took it out of the box. It was already opened, but so I just took the truck out of the box. I'm going to keep the box for this truck. This was a Toys R Us exclusive from everything that I've seen with boxed ones. There are a few boxed ones that have the price tag on them, and they always have a Toys R Us price tag. I was so bummed to find out that this one didn't have a price tag on it, but this is the definitely is the correct box that came with the truck. So happy to have that. The Euclid Green, year 2000. Yeah, I was trying to get. I was trying to sell the other Mighty Dump. It's in really good shape. I've never shipped out of the U.S., so I don't know what it would take to ship it to Canada, but it's in fantastic shape. Let me see. Let me bring it up here. The decals on this are in better condition than the decals on mine, but as you can see, they're faded. So other than that, it's really nice. I cleaned it all up. I even polished a few little things off of it. It's in beautiful shape. As you can see, though, the decals are a little bit faded is all. So, but yeah. So I don't want to keep any doubles other than my favorite ones, like the my tractor trailer. I got a double of because I got that wicked cheap. I got it for like $30, I think, complete the whole set. And I've got a that is I forget if it's a late 64 or early 65, a double there. And other than that, I don't have any. That's the only double. That's it. Everything else is all unique, except for the gold ones right there. I got a double of. But other than that, all my doubles are down here. So not that one. That's just he just needs a shelf on this a space on a shelf. His space was up there, but I took him down for the 78. I kept the 78 above my desk. The Tonka people, the two scamp dogs. Those little dogs, people have been trying to get $50 for them just for the little dog, and they are rare, that's for sure. But I don't know, $50 for the scamp dog. I don't know. I think that's a little excessive, but yeah. So I got a box for my Euclid Green Mighty Dump now, so I was pretty excited about that. Put this guy back on the shelf. I just wish the decals were a little bit better, as far as not wanting to be bubbled or whatever, but they are original and happy to have it. And there's a good look at the Mighty Blaze too, one of my favorites. Only one with dual rear wheels on it from the factory. If you're on Facebook, message me on there if you're on Facebook, Alan. Or I'll give you my email too. I'll message you or something. But yeah, I'll have to see about shipping and everything. So I have a pirate ship account, and I've got my own postal scale and everything to ship some stuff. But yeah, I'll have to look into it. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to come on real quick, and figured I wanted to get this guy cleaned up a little bit. Figured if anybody was bored and hanging out on YouTube, I said, let me go live, do a little Sunday Tonka talk. So if you didn't see if you didn't watch the video yesterday, this is my Chevron, my 82 Chevron semi. Pretty awesome. It's got all the original pieces. Hard to find with all the pieces. The truck itself is not hard to find, and I have a box for it, which is up there. Do that. I got a few. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll. Yeah, we'll connect here somehow. I'll get you my email or whatever. If you're not on Facebook or Instagram or nothing like that, that's always the easiest way. But yeah, if not, I'll just give you my email, and we'll definitely connect. So look into shipping and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably hop off. I got to do an updated collection video because the other one was like 4 or 5 months ago, and I've gotten so much stuff. I actually had to consolidate my Ertl shelving unit here, and I had to take over some space for my Tonka stuff. I had to look at all the stuff up here. I just was running out of room. I got to rearrange my. I think I'm gonna have to put the boxes in another one of my storage areas or something. I don't know. That's kind of like a little sump pit over there, so I can't put shelving over there. So I don't know. I got to come up with some options here. I need more room. A lowboy that has the same cab as the Chevron semi. I'll have to look into that. I know the Chevron cab. Here's a BF Goodrich version. In the '80s that was a very popular semi. I don't know. I don't recall a lowboy. This one up here, this is an '80s lowboy right there. The Stones gravel lowboy. There's another. That's a car carrier version. They just had the same. It's the same semi cab, just with a bunch of different trailers. But I don't recall a lowboy. I'll have to look into it. There may be. I just can't recall. But like I said, this is an '80s one. It's got the one-piece hot pressed stamped tire wheel combo on there, and this is the one that has the mini loader and skid steer on it. I actually made a video of that with everything. That little forklift right there, that's another one that I got the other day. That goes to the 1978 tiny material handling set, which actually one just came up last weekend. It went up. Does the Stone Lowboy fit on the Chevron truck? Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Let me set the camera down, and I will take it off the shelf and bring it over here. Hold on 1 second. Let me flip the camera around, and let me go get that off the shelf. I'll pull it off, and yeah, it definitely goes. It will definitely go with the fit on there, but I will pull it out of here. Everything's just so tight on these shelves. It's such a pain. Oops. Very, very spatially challenged here. Let me go get the skid steer. And the skid steers are awesome too. I'm trying to find the Bobcat versions. They have Bobcat branded skid steers, but they can get pretty pricey. So there's a few on eBay, I think, at the moment, but they're pretty pricey. They're tough to find, but I'm a bargain hunter, so I'll find it. I'll find one for something that I'm willing to pay. So let's see. Here is the. Let me flip this around. I need to see up my nostrils. Yeah, that's the Stone gravel set with the loader and the skid steer. Pretty awesome little set. Skid steers are cool. Check that out if you've never seen them before. Yeah, the Bobcat ones are original. Yep, they definitely are original. I just haven't been able to track any down that aren't almost like $100 for one of them. So these Stones gravel ones are a lot cheaper. I actually bought. Let's see, I can't remember. I think I got the truck lowboy and the skid steer from one person, and then I got the loader from a different person. But this is the set. There was an earlier version of this with a lighter color gray on the truck. I don't believe the decals ever changed, and I think there was a version without these, would that had still had the two-piece wheels and tires. I'll have to double check. I did make a video on this though, on this with all the info in there. So check that video out with the other. Oh man, this setup right here with the whole thing. Geez, I don't even know. They don't. It's hard to find the whole set. At least $100 probably. At least $100 for this set. The trailer is pretty tough to find in general. I've seen it pop up here and there, but they're never together. You may be able to piece it together. Like I said, it's going to be definitely. Oh yeah, that's definitely. Yep, that's definitely what happened. Yeah, I was working. I was up on a ladder and I was twisted around backwards, facing one way with the ladder, and I was twisted around back the other way, putting a nail in for something. I don't know what the heck. We were getting set up to in the stairwell to do a hand framed portion of the roof and the house that we're finishing up. And as I'm twisted around in the stairwell, putting the nail in, I'm like, I'm definitely gonna hit my thumb with the hammer, and no sooner did I finish the thought, whack! I got it. And I carry the hammer I use is a 28-ounce Estwing, so it's a pretty. I got it good. My thumb was throbbing for the rest of the day, and then the damage is slowly working its way out. Originally there was nothing, but as the nails coming out farther and farther, it's taking the rest of the stuff with it. So yeah, that didn't feel very good. 28-ounce Estwing. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I've done it before. I've shot myself with a nail gun before. I'm left-handed, so my right hand tends to take the beating. Yeah, I've done had a lot of mishaps doing construction my whole life. So every once in a while you get a little complacent and you have a little ouchie. So thankfully nothing major, just little things. But yeah, so there's the stone gravel set. Let me take this trailer off the semi. I'll just show the semis next to each other. As you can see, they're identical size and height in the back on the fifth wheel. The fifth wheel area, they're identical, same tires, same frame really. So and it actually does it'll look awesome with the style cab over for sure. Because they just got the little peg on there. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome with the cab over style cab tractor on there. Awesome. But I do not believe that there was a lowboy that came with these. Unfortunately, all the lowboys in the '80s, I believe, were the style. Which I don't know what this is based off of. Probably it looks like a GMC. Looks like an old GMC cab that it's kind of based off of, maybe. So pretty cool, because I know they did a lot of square body Chevy styled trucks in the '80s. So I think this is based off like a one of the GMC tractors. But yeah, it definitely looks, the lowboy definitely looks cool with the cab over style. Looks pretty awesome. So, but yeah, I mean they do pop up, and like I said, I think you'd be lucky if you found one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, the old GMCs and Chevys. Yeah, for sure. Probably would have had an old screaming Detroit diesel in it. But yeah, so they definitely fits. Like I said, if you were to find a cab over, it would look awesome with one of the black cab overs. Let me see if I can get that out of there. Easy enough. I've got my shelves are so packed full that it really, you got to move like 50 things to get one thing out. Let's see if I can get this off. There we go. Without it falling off. There we go. Yeah. That car carrier has one of the original cars on it too. That's a pretty tough find. These older, the newer semis, the 80 semis, they're not super popular. But the car carrier with the cars, that's a tough find. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. It could have been a gasser too. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, check that out. That looks awesome. That was a good idea. Oh yeah, that looks really awesome. That looks so much better than this setup. Yeah, that's awesome. That was a good suggestion. That looks really cool. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. They should have definitely made a cab over style lowboy. I don't think this one came with the topper, like this piece, the top of the sleeper. I don't believe this one did come with it. I think in the catalog it doesn't have it on there, but the BF Goodrich would have had a black version of this. These little sleeper toppers are really tough to find. Most of the time these semis are, if they did come with them, they're missing. Some of them didn't come with them originally, but this is the Chevron one. Oh yeah, this is awesome. That was a good suggestion. That looks really cool. The cab over with the lowboy on it. I just love playing with toys. For sure. Yeah, and actually this loader too, like I said, there's different versions of the loader. This is the later one with the plastic bucket. Oh, the topper, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I got to look into it. People are doing a lot more 3D printing parts now. I may be able to find a black version of it because it would look pretty cool with the topper on there. That's for sure. Get a couple of them made. I know a guy that does some stuff. His name is Jason Woods. He's on eBay. His page is called Ape J Customs, I believe. APEJAY Customs. So check him out. He makes a lot of 3D printed parts, tracks. He makes the lights for the Mighty Wreckers, which I actually have a set on my. Let's see if it's. I think it's buried in there, but. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, yeah, right here. One of them I broke putting it on, but yeah, it's kind of stuck in there, clipped on. But yeah, those right there are 3D printed, and they're pretty accurate. Obviously, they're 3D printed, so they're not going to look as smooth. Like here's the I have the original. I'll show you. Yeah, those Mighty Wrecker lights are always missing. And that black record. Oh, actually, here's a paper from his. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so this right here is the original. Is an original Mighty Wrecker light. And these things are always missing because it doesn't take much to just pop them right out of there. Somebody told me a story about they got one for Christmas, a Wrecker, and Christmas Day they had already lost one. It got mixed in with the wrapping paper and it got thrown away on Christmas Day. What a bummer. So, but yeah, the 3D printed ones. Let me grab a Wrecker so you can see. So you can see the 3D printed. Hold on 1 second. Let me spin the camera around. Let me grab a Wrecker off the shelf. Don't mind my pajama pants. And my SpongeBob slippers. Let me flip this back around. Yeah, so this is the, I'll show you a nice comparison here. These are the 3D printed ones right here. And you could tell 3D printing, it's made in layers. So you'll see like the little layers, but this is the original. Little bit of color variation, of course, but as far as the way they're made and everything, they're really cool. They're really, let's see, get a top view. They're really awesome, and they're nice. They're nice to just take the place in case if you don't have them. It looks a lot better to have these than to have nothing. My other wrecker, I only bought one set of them, I think, because I didn't have. I only had one wrecker at the time, but now I've got 3 more of them over there that are missing the lights, so I'll have to get a. Yeah, that's what. As far as the parts go, and that's what he does. If you could send him the part, he scans it, and he can kind of make you whatever. Really, you just got to send him the part. So, yeah. So those are the. That's the original light, and these are the 3D printed ones. Like I said, they're pretty cool, and he makes them so they clip in there nice. Like these are actually hard to get back out again. The one I broke sticking it in there. But yeah, they clip in there nice, as opposed to these that don't really have they're just more like a taper. They don't have like the actual like a little hook on there. So that's why they popped out so easily. So, but I did break one putting it in there, unfortunately. So we'll go back in. There we go. Yeah, so pretty cool. It's nice to have a part like that, and yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I gotta check with him to see. But I've actually got this is the box that he sent me those parts in, and I kept it. I kept the paperwork right in there. Got to get it out. Boy, it's stuck in there. There we go. Wow. But yeah, that's his store right there, eBay store. Ape J Customs. He does make a lot of Jason Wood out of Missouri. He makes a lot of cool 3D printed Tonka stuff and other things as well. So pretty cool. But yeah, so I got the 3D printed ones on there, so I just kept the original in the box. But pretty cool. Yeah, I got to look into the topper, 3D printing the topper for me. But yeah, this is my 88, 89 Mighty. They call them a tow truck with the newer versions, but still call it a wrecker. This one's really, really nice. This is like one of the cooler. This one's cooler than the all yellow version, in my opinion. And I've got the 2 versions of the. If you could see it over there, I've got the 2 different versions of the wide wheel tow truck. That's the 91, 92 crossover, and then next to that is the 92 with the turbo or the Mighty Diesel decals, like that loader right there. They got the Mighty Diesel style. Like this right here, actually. Mighty Diesel style. So, and that was the last year for the tow truck, was 92. So that was the last version. So, pretty cool. But if nobody else has any questions or anything like that, I think I'm going to hop out of here. Awesome idea on the cab over style cab with a low boy, because it looks awesome. But like I said, I do not believe no, I do not have the Chevy pickup style tow truck, unfortunately. Let's see. I don't think I have I have a few of the Chevy square body style trucks. Everything's in here. Got this one. That's a Canadian version. Pretty cool. That Chevy square body style. I've got I've got this dump truck. That's like the one I had as a kid. I believe that was a 1989 or 90. And then I've got the other, let's see. In here is all my Dodge dumps. Yeah, I don't know. Just check eBay, and there's a place called OK Brickworks. Look them up online. They have a website and eBay page, I believe. OK Brickworks. They make a lot of decals. There was a girl that I forget where she was from, Iowa maybe. She was making lots of awesome decals, and she would do custom stuff for you. But unfortunately, she actually just announced yesterday that she's going to take a little break. Unfortunately, she has cancer, and she's kind of going through a lot with her treatments and stuff, and which is very unfortunate for her in general. And she was also very, very talented. So hopefully she is able to pull through and win her battle against that horrible disease. But yeah, so check out OK Brickworks, and they make some pretty awesome stuff. Really nice, accurate. So they may do some custom stuff for you too. So yeah, sure, no problem. But it's going on 57 minutes here. I've been on live, so that's awesome. I always appreciate everybody that checks in and hangs out and asks questions. You guys are awesome, guys and girls. Like I said before, you guys really kind of keep me coming back for more and keep me doing this stuff, because it's awesome when people participate in something that you're doing. And I love that people ask questions, and we kind of chit chat back and forth, banter a little bit, laugh, have fun. So it's awesome. Collectors are, since I've been collecting the last little over 2 years now, I've met so many awesome people. Yeah, sure, Alan. Yeah, I'll try to get hooked up with you somehow here, and we'll figure something out. Yeah, collectors of all kinds, no matter what it is, just antiques in general or toys or whatever. Collectors are just some of the coolest people, most down to earth, nicest, most genuine people. So thank you to all you people that do hang out and follow all my social media stuff, and appreciate everybody that subscribes and likes on YouTube here and on Facebook and Instagram. So if you didn't know that, I do have a Facebook page, Mighty Tonka Madness, and Instagram as well. Stone's Dump Truck. Yes, that's the one that I showed a minute ago, that one right there. That just says Stone, that says Tonka Construction. There was another, the US version of that said Stone Brothers Construction on there. So yeah, that's the Canadian version right there. But there was the identical, just with a different decal. So that said Stone, I think Stone Brothers or something like that. It wasn't like this one. It wasn't Stone's Gravel. I think it was Stone's Brothers. So yeah, there was a US, that was a US version. So I ended up with the Canadian version from a gasoline alley sale. Actually, I got that one for like $30 or $20, something like that. Really good shape. So lots of awesome toys I've got on here in this room. I still can't get over it sometimes. The awesome things I've tracked down, and that right there, that's one of my favorites, that backhoe. I remember as a kid I had a backhoe. It was like the earlier version, like the one behind it over there. And it was never like one of the funnest toys to play with. It was kind of hard to dig in the dirt with and whatever. I always used the case Ertl excavator, and then all my Tonka toys. So the backhoe didn't get much use, but I just love the look of that one. The yellow plastic body over the frame. It's pretty cool. But anyways, thank you so much to everybody. Let's see. Blue one. Oh yeah, no, it's just kind of resting there. It didn't fit, so it's kind of resting on the frame on purpose. I didn't want to have it like on the edge, so I just put it there. It's rested on the frame. It won't fall off. Appreciate you though. Some of the things do look like they're pretty precariously perched, like those dump trucks right on the edge. But when I built the shelves, I actually purposely made them all so they're kind of slanting back towards the wall a little bit, so they never want to roll off. As I was building these shelves, that was like my major thing, is to not make it so they can't roll off. So but yeah, everything's kind of looks like they're on the edge, but they're, like I said, the shelves are tilted back. So appreciate you though. Even my desk, I made with a little bit of a back tilt to it. So, but like I said, again, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you to everybody. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram too, and I hope to see you in the next one. I think I'm going to make one more video for the channel here next, and that'll be it for the day, I think. So talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Like I always say, always be hunting. Thanks, Marco. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Thanks, Alan.